a fan club for you. And he just sort of said, well, yes, I suppose so. And that was it. We'd got his blessing and we went ahead with it.
Creran forward to Best. Oh, he's going to get number 5, yes! Beautiful football by young outside right, George Best, the boy with the Beatle haircut. Oh, how these players can stand this is beyond me. And here come United. It's Best, is he going to get it? Yes! This is fabulous stuff. Those boots were made for shooting as well as walking with him.
But it was in Europe where George made his great breakthrough. Busby's Holy Grail, the European Cup, and a quarter-final against Benfica during which a legend was born. United won the home leg 3-2. Surely not enough of a lead to take to Lisbon, though.
The one game I think that we almost reached perfection, if there's such a thing, was in '66 when we beat Benfica in the second leg in Portugal. And I scored twice in the first 12 minutes. And we ended up beating a team that were virtually unbeatable at home. We beat them 5-1.
Here comes Best again. What a player this boy is. He's got another. What a player. This is Law. To Hurd, and it's Kennelly. It's another one. This is going to be a rout. That's how it's turned out, and here comes Creran to get number 4, yes. And Creran just streaking down. Here comes the Manchester United jigsaw once again. Kennelly. A lovely one to Charlton. This will be in number 5, I should think. Oh, what a goal by Robbie Charlton. What a superb goal. That is the pink ribbon on this luscious box of chocolates that Manchester United have given us tonight. And Manchester United going to get number 6. It's Best. Lord calling for it on the right with that cheekiest of all cheeky little blinks by this supreme cheeky chappie, George Best.
Was that the greatest game you ever played for United?
I would say that was, because it displayed a tremendous skill that night against very skillful players.
One of my proudest moments I had was the night when he scored the 2 goals against Benfica in Benfica. And I was on nights and I'd take my little radio on to listen to the radio, the commentators. And this boy Best, he said, he's a wonder player. He said, he scored 2 magnificent goals in the first 7 minutes.
It was absolutely incredible in the game, but that was one of the many, many incredible games he played. But that was just the start of something, because it was on television and the whole of Europe had seen it.
The new arrival had already been christened. El Beatle, they held him in Portugal. The cap fitted perfectly.
But that was the start of the Beatle thing. You know, I was the same as all kids. I loved the Beatles, you know, the music, and I wore the jacket and I had long hair, so... and every newspaper in Europe had the same sort of headline, El Beatle.
What happened was quite unique. It was just a coincidence that one of the best players Britain's ever produced grew up at the time in the 60s when the youth culture was starting to explode in this country.
At that particular time, what was happening with the Beatles and everything else, you know, the Rolling Stones, Outrageous was in.
Young men in a bubbling city, Manchester was a good place to be.
And George was just at that particular time, and it was perfect for him.
If you'd been a Beatle, which one would you be?
Probably John Lennon. I'd have been the one that got shot, probably. That'd have been a controversial one, probably.
Baby, you can drive my car. Best was already a star. 19 and his name above the door of his first boutique. Gorgeous George was selling like hot pants.
The shops were just a hobby. I'd always been interested in clothes, and every time the fashion changed, I tried to change with it. And It's a nightmare looking back when you see some of the stuff we used to wear. Of course, the cowboy boots and the winkle pickers and all sorts of stuff.